You're watching Celtic Fans TV. Please don't forget to subscribe below. What do you think of the Celtic performance today, mate?
It's a really good result for young guys. They've actually done quite well. The second goal, Mikey Johnston played his heart out. He's just played brilliant. Dembele, it changed the game, totally changed the game, and it gave a bit of spice to the life, you know. And I think Celtic done well today.
Pretty flat, wasn't it? There was a couple of half decent performances, but flat. But I expected that. You always get that in a day like this. Unless when we win 7-0 against Motherwell.
Second half was much better.
Second half was much better. Mickey Johnston, when they took Buck off.
Tempo was
tempo. Yep. Aye.
It was okay. It was fine, but I says there's still a wee bit of lack of commitment. I think. I think they should be. They have to invest in players anyway. So.
Dull, but it wasn't about the game today. It was about getting the trophy.
Wasn't the best performance, but we got the win. But today was all about the trophy, and it was all about the boys as well today. So that was fantastic. The young players that played the day, I thought were fantastic, especially Mikey Johnston. And performance. The result took care of itself. We won. We lifted the trophy, and that was what it was all about today. They've got the big one next week, so need to be fully focused going into that one, and hopefully we can secure that unprecedented treble.
Listen, the performance actually wasn't the best, let's be honest, but again, Celtic have won 2-1 today. We've won 8 trophies in a row. We're going for the 10 hopefully, 9 and 10, and next week we've got a very hard game against Hearts and hopefully win that treble.
I'm pleased with it. I thought we played alright. It was obviously a makeshift side, a few young players coming in, seeing Karamoko's debut, but to be honest, I'm just delighted. I think the time for reflection or planning is going to come in the analysis and dissecting the season, but see, for now, let's enjoy it. I'm absolutely delighted. 8 in a row.
I think this is the most satisfying of the 8 titles given everything that's went on this season.
Satisfying titles? Yeah, I would think so, but you've got the game to next week to go, don't forget.
When you look back on it, it probably is. After Rodgers leaving, we kind of took it for granted that Neil Lennon came in and he has steadied the ship, even though it's been a bit turgid at times. He's done what he was here to, as long as we win next week. But I don't think he'll be here next season.
I think when you look at all the circumstances that have happened through the course of the season, it's a relief to get there and get it all over and done with. Obviously at the start of the season you don't see what's going to happen ahead, but yeah, it's a relief to get this one over the line. But obviously it's a big summer now for the club.
I think so. Compared to what's happened, yeah, definitely. I think this is the biggest one. Because we've not been very good this season.
The way that Brendan Rodgers left wasn't very good. But fair play to Lennon. He done a good job. Here's hoping we'll just see what happens with it, if they're going to get a new manager or not. So.
No. Neil Lennon's first one when he was 15 points behind Rangers. That's the most satisfying one. That gives me more belief.
I think so, without question, because we haven't actually, in terms of performances, this has probably been the one season where we haven't really sort of kind of peaked, if you know what I mean. But no, I think just to get it over the line, it's been absolutely fantastic, and you can't praise the players enough for it, even though we haven't. The performances have been rather inconsistent, but I think that makes it even more all the more special. So without question.
Listen, the Celtic team in the past few years have been excellent, particularly under credit where credit's due, Brendan Rodgers. But this season's been pretty difficult for Celtic. Everything that's went wrong this season has went wrong, and Celtic have still won. And they've still won a double, and we're going for a treble. So honestly, I'm absolutely delighted. The fact that we've got one more game to make history, and it's absolutely terrific for Celtic and all the supporters.
I think it could be, obviously with the turmoil and all that. Yes. I think it could be. Obviously 9 will be special and 10 is going to be the best, but for now, because the pressure's on us, everybody's trying to stop us. I was actually just laughing about when the disco lights came on. I remember a few people saying, "Oh, you signed his disco lights." I was still just about to do another treble, so delighted that it's been a special season, and I'm going to celebrate this one.
Big selection choices for next week. We've seen a lot of changes today, obviously. Who do you think is going to play in midfield alongside Brown and McGregor? We've seen Rogic struggling for form. Seen in Cham today. Who do you think he'll go with next week?
I couldn't really say, because I tell you the truth, I would go by. I would put wee Dembele in there, and I'm not joking. I'd put wee Dembele in there. He was good, but see how it goes. Let Neil Lennon pick the team.
Cham's a funny player. One day you look at him, you think he's got everything. The next day you look at him and Rogic's the same. Rogic has got a much better press than he deserves, I think, at Celtic. I don't know, it's up in the air. I mean, it's definitely Brown, definitely McGregor, and another.
And we'll win the strengthen up a wee bit, I think so.
What do you think yourself?
I think you've got to play Rogic, a big game player. Cup finals, Rogic tends to step up to the plate. It's a no-brainer for me. But none of the two of them, in Cham or Rogic, have been playing much lately, so it's a difficult one. You were kind of banking on Ryan Christie obviously playing out the season, but he's injured. So ideally, you would have liked Rogic to play today and get 90 under his belt and try and get him a bit sharper. But it's up to the manager now, isn't it?
So Brown, McGregor.
I would put Rogic in.
Rogic, definitely Rogic.
My favourite player, Rogic.
History in cup finals as well, Rogic.
Yeah, good. Yeah, hopefully they'll play Rogic, McGregor, Brown. So it's up front. It's the concern. They've only got a couple of players to pick from. So.
Cham played well today. I thought Ewan Henderson played well today. Don't know if he maybe fling him in there, but or if Ryan Christie, if he's back fit again, or Rogic. He always turns up in the big games. You know what I mean? Yeah, his form has been a bit ropey since he's come back, but he's a big game player, and no big as far as big games go, this doesn't get any bigger. You know what I mean? So I'd probably go for Rogic, but Rogic with Brown and McGregor for me.
I don't know, because Rogic obviously at Ibrox was horrendous. I thought in Cham he didn't do himself any harm to be possibly in for contention. I think I'd be happy with either of them. I think he'll go with Cham. Guessing, I suppose. I would go with Cham.
Been a professional debut for Karamoko Dembele today. He got the full second half. What did you make of his performance?
He must be the smallest football player I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, he done fine. He done really good. He started off with a bang and then started being a bit more conservative. But it's great to see young guys coming through. Celtic have always been like that. The other boy, Ilko Flex, I've seen him a couple of times. He's a good player too.
He's done well. He's not short of confidence, is he? No, but
he looks really positive, doesn't he, on driving it the right full back?
Yeah, he's willing to have a go rather than walk a ball in. He's done lucky, yeah.
Mackie said, hopefully he's not pigeonholed into one position, stuck out in the wing. I'd like to see him being able to come inside, playing that sort of number 10 position, and we need a little bit of creativity in there. That's what the team's been missing out, a little bit of creativity just behind a focal point of a striker. But hopefully he's not just stuck out in one position out in the wing. But yeah, he's still early days with the boy, he's still young, so just nurture him along nicely.
Very, very doesn't likes to run with the ball, and actually likes getting players good burst of speed as well. So, I'm actually intrigued to see what the future holds for him.
As for Karamoko Dembele, I thought he looked really, really good when he came on too.
I thought he was good, man. He's really. It's quite hard to mark, I think, if you were against him. And he's got quick feet. Beat one or two players, and he can pick up future, and hopefully he can beat a few players next time.
I thought he was absolutely superb. I'll be honest, I hold my hands up. When I heard he was coming on, I thought, nah, come on. I just want to win this game. This isn't a time for, for wee platitudes or wee things like that. First touch of the ball, I thought, right, I'll go. Can you bleep this? I'll go and fuck myself with him. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. He's exciting on the ball. There's a few lost causes. He's still getting it. He's dangerous. I'm excited. I'm absolutely buzzing to see more of him next season, hopefully.
Who's your man of the match today?
I'll be Mikey Johnston, and I would also put wee Dembele in there too.
Man of the match, Mikey Johnston. I was very critical of Lennon playing him last week. He's not got the physique for an Old Firm game, but He was good and he got better and better. And he was very unlucky not to get a hat-trick when he dummied the guy inside. But yeah, definitely Mikey Johnston.
Yeah, Mikey Johnston, no doubt about it. 2 great goals and put a shift in.
I think it's important for him as well after last week to stay in the team and put a performance in.
He's been flung in at Ibrox twice, in the starting lineup. I felt sorry for the boy. He's got talent, and you need to kind of bring that talent along and put him in the right games, pick the moments for him. But today, excellent for him. He's, nice and quick, lovely touch, good vision. Bring him along nicely. But flinging him in at Ibrox twice in a season is just. That's soul destroying. That.
A man of the match.
It had to be Johnston, really.
Yeah. Johnston, fair play to him. He didn't do great last week, but I thought he was okay. He was okay this week. So we got a win, and that was it.
Mikey Johnston absolutely ran Hearts ragged when he had a chance.
Oh, I'd probably give it to Mikey Johnston. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Took his 2 goals really well, and I thought all the younger players played really well today. But I've got to give it to Mikey Johnston.
Man of the match, I'll give it to Caracolmo Dembele just because he came on and he looked a good wee player. So I'm brilliant.
It's got to be Mikey Johnston. Actually, before he shot, I shouted shoot. I think he heard me, so I'll take credit for that one. But I thought Mikey was brilliant. Another exciting player. Awful at Ibrox, but he's brilliant today.
So it was important for him to start today and get a good performance after last week because it's tough. It's tough.
Champions again!
It's tough to throw him in at Ibrox, being that age, isn't it? So it was important for him to get a good performance under his belt today.
Definitely, there's a lot of people saying it could have done him a lot of harm. Obviously, when he played in the 29th, when we played at Ibrox, he played all right. I thought, even though we lost. He didn't do too well the other week, but then nobody really get any pass marks. So it was important for a young player, at that developmental stage. It's pivotal. It's vital that he gets that wee lift in 2 goals, a win and a man of the match. It's going to do them the world of good, I'd say.